Suj and Tofa.
Ben and Cassia.
Kelly and Victoria.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tjay is not going home this Sunday. I repeat, Tjay is not going home this Sunday. But wait, what was this stunt that Big Brother just pulled? I don't know where to start from, but I will start from somewhere. How many of us thought that Tjay will leave Big Brother's house this Sunday? If you did, raise your hand. Plus, did you see what Big Brother just did about the live nominations? Now I'm going to be taking this one after the other because it choke. Very hot. Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Lucy's Quick One, taking the Big Brother Naija show. You asked for drama, you asked for chaos, you asked for confusion. Big Brother has delivered on your mandate and has listened to your cries and your supplications. He has brought drama into the house. Now, I would like to start by talking about the head of house challenge, which is for me the funniest challenge I have ever seen. So, every Monday, there's always the head of house challenge to change the head of house and get a new one. So this Monday, Big Brother brings in this game whereby the housemates would have to pass an egg from one point to another. But they had barriers like lines, and these lines had bells on them. So all the housemates has to do is to make sure that while they pass eggs from one place to another, just make sure your body does not touch these lines, these barriers. If your body touches it, that is minus 5 seconds from your time. So Big Brother placed all those housemates on a timer. The housemates come in and they try their best to make sure their bodies do not touch the line, but they did not try enough. But the very first person that had the head start with the fastest time was Sean. But before we know what was happening, Kelly Ray goes in and beats Sean's time by finishing at 4 minutes and 33 seconds. And I was really comments. People were like, oh my god, Kelly Ray is going to be the head of house. Finally! He will have privacy with Cassia, but God had other plans, and I'll tell you why God had other plans. We go on, another housemates come in and they play the game. But in as much as they were playing this game, I could see that most of the housemates that have not played the game were having conversations with people, listening to people, especially Tjay. Tjay was listening to how these housemates were playing their game, going from Onyeka and OC to listening to Kelly Ray. He was just taking notes. When it was his turn to play the game, Tjay was so fast and very intentional, very attentive. He paid attention, he was very demure, very mindful while he was playing his game, and he made sure that his body does not touch the lines as less as possible. So at the end of the day, Tjay finished at 3 minutes 6 seconds. He got to the finish line. The next person that comes in was Nelly, and Nelly was just screaming like, how did you finish at 3 minutes? We also had Tofa, we had Wani and Handi, and Handi just made me laugh as well as Wani. In fact, they were both hilarious because every time they tried to play and move from one place to another, their bodies would touch the bell, and I would be like but nobody. And then we also had Uzi, so it was very obvious that Tjay would become the head of house. After Tjay had played his game, he went up to the kitchen to think, and I'm very sure in his mind he was like, oh my, I'm about to become the head of house. How will I manage in this house? What does this mean? Does this mean I'm not going home? I won't see my wife and my babies? He was just thinking in the kitchen before he comes down. Now, Big Brother calls all the housemates together into the arena, and then he announces that Tjay has become the head of house.
Tjay.
Yes, Biggie.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to him. So Tjay goes back into the house. You know how Tjay is intelligent, he likes to bring everybody together. Tjay has his head of house speech where he's like, let's work together, let's bring democracy into the house, peace and unity, kumbaya, kumbaya. And then he now goes on to say, talk about chores, and says anybody that wants to do a certain chore should get to him first. It is based on first come, first serve. And everybody started coming on to Tjay, and before we knew what was happening, it was quite rowdy. To me, I was like, I'm not sure if Tjay did the right thing by telling the housemates to pick chores, because it might cause problem in future, but we're going to be watching. Now, the reason I said God had other plans for Cassia and Kelly Ray is this. After Tjay was announced the head of house, Big Brother said for now, the head of house lounge has been cancelled, rescinded, prohibited by the housemates, which means that the housemates cannot be, no housemates can be in the head of house lounge. Because we're waiting to see Big Brother ask Tjay to pick his roommates in the condo, but Big Brother says nobody is entering that condo for now. And you know, people were like, oh my god, action Ben, sorry, action Ben. So for everybody that had been shouting and wishing that Kelly Ray won the head of house, it probably would have not been what we thought would happen that would have happened, because at the end of the day, Kelly Ray and Kezia would have been in their separate rooms, sunset and sunrise rooms, without being together. Now let's talk about the stunts that Big Brother pulled as regards the live nomination show. So normally Big Brother would call the housemates usually into the diary room and then they would nominate. But today Big Brother said, I want to pick and choose violence. He calls Tjay into the diary room, gives Tjay sets of papers and also markers. Now he tells the housemates to go into separate places. He aligns them or allocates them to different places and asks them to write the names of 2 housemates each that they want out of the house for eviction. Big Brother played these housemates by telling them that this is a secret ballot, which means that nobody should tell anybody whose name they had written down in their papers. After 3 minutes, Big Brother calls them back into the lounge to sit. Then Big Brother pulls a shocker. You know when Yoruba says, Ogbewoni handicap, he carried them in the handicap way. Oh my god. Big Brother says each of the housemates will stand in front of everybody and show them the names of the housemates they had nominated for eviction. At first I thought it was a joke, but it was real. And so the housemates started with Kezia. Kezia comes up and she calls Suj and Tofa. We had Suj comes up, Kezia and Kelly Ray. Handi says Suj and Kelly. Victoria says Suj and Chizoba. Ozzy says Ben and Kezia. I could see Ben's face the moment Ozzy mentioned his name. He felt so disappointed, so pained, because somehow in Ben's brain, he probably thinks that he and Ozzy have an understanding. He and Ozzy are brothers. For Ozzy to like play him dirty or do him dirty, he really was like, ish. And then all the housemates just went on to reveal who they had nominated. Tofa, on the other hand, while everybody had nominated 2 people, he said he didn't hear when Big Brother said 2 names. So Big Brother said, okay, since you didn't hear, you are nominated. Who is the second person? He says Victoria. And I could just see him. I could hear murmurs amongst the housemates. I could hear, okay, no problem, I see. I could see the faces of people saying, oh, really? You? I'm going to mean you. Different people were just having different reactions after they had shown who they had nominated for eviction. And it's very funny to see how the housemates, while they were coming out, people will say, you know, if I nominated you, it's not, no hard feelings, it's a game. I was just like, see, just play your game. Everybody's guilty here. Everybody nominated somebody. Even Onyeka nominated Victoria, and I was like, oh yanks. Everybody nominated everybody. Now Big Brother calls the names of the housemates up for possible eviction. So we have Kelly Ray and Kezia, we have Suj, we have Tofa, we have Sean, we have Chizoba. And Big Brother says his normal rules, nobody should canvass for votes. He also gave this instruction: nobody should talk about the nomination or discuss it with anybody in the house.
We don't care.
I wonder how they're going to be in that house without talking about it. I can't wait to see how this week is going to definitely go down for the housemates based on this twist and this stunt that Big Brother has pulled. If after this there is no drama in the house, somebody said Big Brother should take all the housemates home, will there be chaos? I don't know. I think these housemates are just peaceful. Let me know what you think about the stunts that Big Brother pulled in the comments section. I didn't see this coming. To me, this was very brutal. Ladies and gentlemen, I got you with more right here on this channel. Till next time, remember to enjoy every moment. Bye.